Hello, beautiful people. So you might be having had a MRI scan and have shown that you have some structural problems in your MRI scan, and this means in your body, you can't convince yourself that you have mind-body syndrome or TMS. This happens to a lot of my clients, and in fact, I went through this process. I had 3 bulging discs, degenerative disc disease in my spine. I had bone spurs, I had scoliosis, I even had a fractured tailbone, right? So from a fall that I had from a horse, and all the structural abnormalities that the scan came up with, the doctors attributed to the chronic pain that I had, right? I had chronic pain for more than 20 years. And I have, and I still have these structural problems, right? So the idea is that we have to start to just try and, this helped me, and what I'm going to show to you today helped me overcome this problem, because there is a beautiful study, a peer-reviewed research paper that I can post below, with at least 2,000 participants with healthy asymptomatic volunteers. So they had no pain, and they did an MRI scan, and they found that high numbers of these people had bulging discs, had degenerative disc disease, had bone spurs and other spinal issues increasing with age, and they had no associating pain. So we have some people who have structural issues and have pain. We have some people who they have structural issues and they have no pain. And then we have some people that have no structural issues and have pain. So this for me was convincing enough that my structural issues were not the origin of my pain, right? Were not for the reason of the pain that I had. Unfortunately and sadly and tragically, actually, most doctors don't realize this, and so they causality that gives the structural problem is therefore the reason for your pain, and it's not. This paper actually shows that it's actual normal structural wear and tear over time, over life, and it's not the reason for your can be attributed to the pain that you're feeling. This happens in spines, but it also happens in knees and elbows and shoulder joints. And so you can see the papers that I will put below. But what happens when someone tells you, a doctor in a white coat tells you that you're going to have, that you have a serious problem and a serious structural problem, the nocebo effect starts to kick in. And the nocebo effect is exactly the opposite of the placebo effect. It takes off, the fear pain cycle starts to worsen. Your conditioned responses and your habits towards this and the pain worsen or get stronger, and the chronic pain that you're feeling, and of course some of your extra symptoms may increase as well, right? Because then we're thinking that we're broken and everything is going to be always like this. So this is actually quite tragic, and I'm trying to bring awareness to this concept because it's really, really important. So I was in cycles of pain for 20 years, and I found the root cause after I was convinced through these papers that it's not structural. That I understood that the root cause of my pain was not the structural issues at all. It was my stressed nervous system, my unexpressed emotions, my pent up and my rage and anger that I was feeling inside, my lack of self-love, my lack of self-compassion, and the scared inner child that was terrified of my self-critic. So all of these, once I learned to soothe my inner child that felt unconditionally unloved, right? Soothe my emotions and soothe my nervous system with very simple regulating proven scientifically to show it to be effective tools, I was able to overcome the chronic pains that I had. I was able to detach from my anxious thoughts and nurture self-love so that I could actually feel unconditionally loved, which is the ultimate goal, the ultimate need of every human being on this planet. And the pain went away. It was unbelievable, and it's possible for you too. So I just want to, I'm hoping this is going to convince you, and go and check out the papers. I can give the figure, the relevant figure from the diagram, so if you don't want to read the whole paper, but you can see that there is a, increasing with age in non-asymptomatic volunteers through the MRI scan, the structural issues. And so we can just say now that structural issues are actually just the normal wear and tear of our body, and not the reason for your pain. So if you have any doubt on understanding these issues or want any help with that, please reach out to me. You can book a empowerment call, and we can go through the details of your specific issue, and let's get you and straight onto your healing journey. So with that, I love you and leave you, and I'll see you next time.